Welcome to Spunky Spirit with Carrie Muggs, where we talk about spiritual empowerment, growth, and connection. Here's your host, spiritual life coach, author, and intuitive advisor, Carrie Muggs.
Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about crystals and all that they do and all that they can do and what they are. So last week I talked about frequency, and I said that everything has a vibration or a frequency, and that includes crystals, stones, everything. So every crystal has a different kind of frequency that it gives off. So I'm going to kind of talk about what they do and like different frequencies that each crystal gives off and like a basic crystal kit that you should have. Now, lots of people have crystals in their homes. Lots of people carry crystals with them. I know when my dad had cancer, he carried a crystal around with him that my daughter had given him. So a lot of times you can set intentions for crystals and just kind of do a little testing, like pick a crystal, see what it does and what its healing energies are, and then carry it around for a month and see if that helps. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people are drawn to different modalities, and what I mean by different modalities are some people like the tarot cards, some people like the pendulum, some people like psychic mediums, some people like the Tibetan bowls, some people like crystals, and I kind of like all of them, but I do most of my stuff. I like crystals, Tibetan bowls, and I do the psychic mediumship. So okay, so here we go about crystals. So the way you're supposed to pick a crystal out is there's a couple ways. I was told in the very beginning that you're supposed to go into a healing store, a store that holds crystals, and you're supposed to grab the first crystal that you're attracted to or that calls to you, and then that's the crystal you need. Also, you can go to, if something is ailing you, like if you have a sickness, or if you don't have a lot of self-esteem, or you want to work on something specific in your life at that time, you can go Google what crystals you need for that specific thing. That's kind of how you pick your crystals. A lot of people like just the way they look. A lot of people like how they feel. It's just kind of which sense you're using to pick out your crystal. So the things that the crystals can be used for that are awesome are meditation. It can change your frequency, so you can hold a crystal while you're doing your meditation. And again, depending on the meditation that you're doing. If you're doing one on abundance, then you'd probably want to hold Citrine. If you're doing one on growth and clearing your third eye, you'd want to do one with Amethyst. So it just depends on what you're doing. Each crystal kind of has a different frequency to it. You can also use them to balance your chakras. I have a little cool chakra kit that tells you whether or not your chakra is open or closed, and if it's kind of closed off, then it has a little stone, a chakra stone, that you can rub next to the chakra or put on the chakra or rub in your hands, and it helps open up the chakras. So that's another way. If you're kind of balancing your chakras, you can use certain crystals for that. There's certain crystals for each zodiac, and these are mostly the ones that, like December is turquoise. If you can pretty much find whatever crystal or stone is in your birth, is in your sign, and those help you too. There's certain crystals for healing, and I will go over some of those towards the end too, for certain ailments and things like that. So when you do get a crystal and you decide you want to use it for certain something, you need to set that intention for that crystal. So you can hold it in your hands and be like, okay, this crystal will help me do this. This crystal will help me get self-esteem. This crystal, even though it already has that energy to it, you can set the intention for that too. So you wouldn't want to get a crystal like a citrine crystal that's for abundance and then set an intention to help you gain confidence, right? But you could set the intention to, I want to make this much money in my business this month, or things like that. So just kind of go with the intention that goes with that crystal, that kind of summarizes that crystal. So you also have to clean your crystals when you get them, because sometimes they can absorb, just like us, so much energy that it can drain the crystal or make it so it doesn't work as well. So the way you clean crystals is you can put them in warm water, or I set mine in the sun, so then it kind of gives them energy, because I love energy. I love the sun, so I set mine in the sun at least once a month. So you can do that. So the basic crystals that in my opinion, that you need to have in your home or with you, there's 7 of them, and each one can go with a certain chakra, but they also help with different things in your life. And so I think it's a well-rounded basic kit of crystals. So the first one is black tourmaline, and this is one of my favorites, and it goes with the root chakra, the number 1 chakra. It helps balance that chakra. So the number 1 chakra, the root chakra, sometimes every trauma or everything that happens to us, we just press it down and it goes into that chakra, right? So this rock helps ground you. This tourmaline will help ground you and help kind of balance that chakra. But what I like most about tourmaline is its protection. I carry tourmaline with me all the time. It protects you from negative entities. It protects you from lower frequencies. It deflects and dispels negativity. And it links to the earth center. So it's kind of a kick butt crystal. I really, really like it. In fact, if I have clients that come to me and say, I have this bad feeling, or I feel like this is happening, or I feel like there's a frequency in my home, a lower energy frequency in my home, I'll always say, buy tourmaline. Always get tourmaline. So that helps. The next one is citrine. This also goes with the solar plexus chakra, the navel chakra, number 2. This will help balance that one. You can set it on that chakra if you need to. But mostly citrine I like is because it brings in abundance. It's a really cool crystal for abundance. So, but if you are having trouble with your navel chakra, like giving and receiving, your emotions, some of your sexual things, you can get a citrine, and that's supposed to help that chakra too. But again, I like it because of the abundance qualities. I do have people who keep citrine in their cash registers at work. I do have people that keep citrine in their purses or their wallets. Sometimes people even put citrines in certain corners of their home so they can always get abundance. So I like citrine a lot. The next one would be tiger's eye. I like this one, and I give each of my kids a tiger's eye. Also, my husband carries a tiger's eye with him too, because tiger's eye is grounding. It's confidence. It helps build confidence, and it also helps to also protect. It goes with your solar plexus chakra, and the solar plexus is about personal power, authority, warmth, awakening, transformation. So the tiger's eye is kind of an all good, feel good stone. I have my kids carry a tiger's eye with them to school a lot when they used to go. It helped protect them. It helped to mostly give them confidence and to help raise their vibration a little bit, which all the stones help raise vibrations. But I liked that it helped my children be their authentic selves and give them confidence. So the next one is rose quartz. This one is the love stone. So if you have some issues with relationships, or if you have issues with forgiveness, things like that, this one helps the heart chakra. This one is rose quartz. It helps with the heart, the hands, the lungs. It's for the heart chakra. I think I already said that. But what I love about this one is lots of people who are struggling in relationships, lots of people who want to find relationships, just all around a good, feel-good love stone. Rose quartz is the one to get. So that would be a basic one for your kit. The next one is Sodalite. The reason why I like this one is because it helps you be creative. This one's a really good one for writers. This one is good for the throat chakra. This one helps you speak your truth. This one helps you be your authentic self. This one helps you really dig deep and figure out what's going on with with your communication and with your creative expression and your truth and your peace and wisdom and loyalty. So that's perfect for your throat chakra. So if you're struggling with speaking your truth at work or being your authentic self, then or being creative, if you're a writer, this one's really, really good. It's got lots of creative energies with it. I actually have a Sodalite sphere on my desk at all times because I'm always trying to create things for this spiritual practice. The next one is crystal quartz. This one is a clear one. It looks kind of angelic. It's just clear, no color, and it is for your brow chakra. It helps open up your third eye. It helps you see things clear. So I always say that the brow chakra is to help you see things, and then your crown chakra is for you to receive the information that you need. So if you ever hear me say download, it would be in the crown chakra. But the clear crystal helps the brow chakra. It helps open it up. It helps you see things clear. It helps you see past the lies. It helps you see things that you normally wouldn't see. It helps you see spiritual things. It helps with soul realization, intuition, insight, imagination, your clairvoyance, concentration, peace of mind, wisdom. So if you're going through a growth spurt, if you're learning new things, a clear quartz would probably be the best way to go. The last one that you need for your basic is, I say, amethyst. Amethyst is the know-all. If you only could have one stone ever and forget all the other ones, amethyst is the one. Amethyst helps you receive information from spirit. Amethyst protects you. Amethyst helps you grow. Amethyst helps heal. Amethyst is like the know-all the things. So what I love about amethyst, if you see those great big like geode things, then they're full of the purple. That's the amethyst. So amethyst is like the number one, my favorite crystal that you can get. It helps with selflessness, perception beyond space and time, consciousness, spiritual will, inspiration, unity, divine wisdom, understanding, and it's also a great protector. It's just a great, I really can't say enough about amethyst. If you go anywhere, they'll always say amethyst, amethyst. So those are the stones or the crystals that I would recommend. Now you can always Google certain crystals too. You can say crystal that helps with alcohol or alcoholism or cancer, and you can find that. But you can also find, there's a really good book that I have. It's called The Crystal Bible, and it kind of helps me look. It tells me what the crystals do, what they heal, and all that kind of stuff. So a good crystal book, if you're like really into crystals, would kind of help. But if you're just kind of basic, I'm going to keep some around the house, this is kind of good measurement to go by. I am going to list some of the healing things each one does. So that way, if you have some of these things, you can go buy this crystal. Like I said, you could just be pulled to it and not know it. And also, too, I like a crystal Bible because it shows you what they look like. Because a lot of times, or you could Google it, there's a lot of information out there when you under Google and things like that. So, okay, the first one, abundance. You would want citrine. Addictions. You would want a crystal called kunzite. I've never really seen or heard of that one, so that one's kind of cool. Alcoholism, you'd want amethyst. Allergies, chrysocolla. Anger, carnelian. I think if I don't say these right, I'm sorry, but I'm trying. Appetite control would be kunzite. So appetite control and addiction, that's kind of, yeah, I'm going to look into kunzite. That's actually pretty cool. Arthritis, malachite. Your blood pressure, bloodstone. Broken bones, you'd want a calcite. Broken heart, I would say rose quartz, but you can also get a it's CHRYSOPRASE. Calming is sodalite. We talked about sodalite. Confidence is tiger's eye. Commitment is garnet or rose quartz. Common sense is hematite. Concentration would be a fluorite. Cooperation would be a smoky quartz. Courage, aquamarine. Creativity, azurite or sodalite. Depression, topaz. Detoxification, it's Covellite, so covalite. Diabetes would be bloodstone or amethyst. Envy or jealousy would be carnelian. Female health issues would be a moonstone. Fidelity would be jade. I heard jade is a really good healing crystal. Grief would be obsidian. Harmony would be sodalite. Happiness would be citrine. Headache would be sodalite or ruby. Your immune system would be malachite. Indigestion would be citrine. Leg cramps would be bloodstone. Physical love would be garnet or rose quartz. Universal love would be rose quartz. Luck would be green adventurine. Calming, I think we already talked about that. Sodalite, yeah. Memory would be hematite. Mental clarity would be an amber. Money would be citrine or adventurite. Nervousness would be watermelon tourmaline. PMS, moonstone. That would be a female thing again. Protection, black tourmaline. This is pro women, so protection for women. That's a good one. Snowflake obsidian. That's actually a really pretty stone. I didn't know that helped with that. That's interesting. Self-awareness would be labradorite. Self-love would be rose quartz. Sinuses would be ulexite, Ulexite. Sleep would be jade. Stress would be spectrolite. Tension would be lepidolite, Lepidolite. Oh, and this is interesting too, wrinkles, rose quartz. So if you ever see those rollers, I got a jade one, those rollers that you roll on your face for stress and stuff. So if you get one of those, get it in rose quartz or jade. So that's actually kind of cool. I learned something today too. But honestly, crystals are awesome. You can carry them around with you all the time. I remember one of my friends just was diagnosed with breast cancer not too long ago, and I sent her a bracelet full of frequencies that help with breast cancer. There's certain stones out there that completely help with that. She put it in her bra on some days, and she wore it as a bracelet on others. So, and it should seem to help her. So now I'm not saying that crystals completely heal. It's a modality that, that can help and aid with whatever your doctors tell you or whatever the doctor you're seeing helps you with. So I don't expect you to, have severe anxiety and just try. I mean, you can try carrying a crystal around and seeing if that helps, but if it doesn't, always seek the help of a medical professional and see if they can help you out too. So a lot of times when some of those sprays that I have put on my website or in my blogs, most of them are filled with some of these crystals. They'll have some water in them, some oil in them, and some of these crystals. So you can kind of make some of these sprays on your own. So let's say you decide you want to have a smudge spray, or a spray that a calming spray. So you go look for essential oils that help with calming, and you go look for crystals that help with calming. And then you can put the crystal inside the water, put the oil inside the water, and there you go. You'd have to find crystals small enough to put inside whatever container or spray thing that you have, but you can make your own sprays too. So, because everything has energy and everything protects, even waters, oils, and crystals. Not protects, but just has energies and frequencies that help you with certain things and can raise your vibration. So there are certain crystals that I keep in my office especially for readings. Crystals that protect a lot. Crystals that open my third eye. I have amethyst everywhere. And I have protection stones everywhere. So it's kind of cool. And I do have certain ones that I love the most, like tourmaline and sodalite. So it's up to you. You'll be drawn to the crystals that you love the most. If you have any questions, let me know. You can DM me. You can find me on Facebook under Spunky Spirit Carrie Muggs. You can find me on Instagram under Carrie Muggs. And you can DM me any kind of questions or any kind of, if you want a picture of the Crystal Bible, just Google Crystal Bible by Judy Hall, or you can look for crystal books. Probably there's a lot of crystal books in Hay House too. In fact, I saw one on sale today in the Hay House holiday sale. So yeah, there you go. That's what you need to know about crystals, the basic ones, and the ones that, you can get pretty in depth with them too. I know lots of people use them on massages. Lots of people use them for meditation. They're just pretty kick butt. They're pretty awesome. So hope that answered all your questions about crystals, and I will see you guys next time.